Hey my friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming back. Just want to come on and share with you my projects for my journal. This is another episode of Pages and Touches, but first I wanted to just go over why I had this on my desk here. So I was playing around with this brown paper and I created a little project for the journal. But before I show you what it is, I wanted to tell you, if you get packaging, don't get rid of it. Use your packaging for your craft projects, because these are really fun to use. You can create so much out of these. And so this is just packaging from Amazon and Walmart and things like that I've ordered, and I've kept it. And I am planning to do a journal with some of this. But let me just show you the packaging that comes all wrinkled up into the boxes, which I feel like they're very wasteful, but in a way it's not wasteful because I am going to use it. So all the packaging that you get in your boxes, save it. I have quite a few plans for this paper. So this is the one that comes really, really long. You see that? It's super long. It's just folded and folded. And I just flattened it and folded it. But you get a lot. And you can do so much with this paper. You can make journals. You can just so much. Pockets, envelopes, like so much. And they do come different textures. This one's a thinner one. I like the sound of the paper. So these are the thinner ones here. This one is a little bit thicker. This one I received a while ago. But this one I cut into 12 by 12 pieces already. See that? You can do that. Cut them out. Flatten them really well. Cut them so you can store them. And whenever you need them, you could just pull them out. So you see these I received a while ago. This is probably one of the first ones I started saving. And so I have those already cut 12 by 12. And then they also have, there's the ones that they have that are ongoing. You have to cut it yourself. But then they have the ones that are perforated, which I really like those. They also come long, but if you look at them really close, they're perfect. You can just rip them, which I like this one. See, so this one, I saved this one to show you. So you can just rip it, line it up, and save it. I think I don't have that much left of this one. This is one of the first ones. But regardless if it doesn't come perforated, you can definitely save them. And they're thinner. This one is a little bit thinner. So, let me just put this here. This is all coming from Amazon. Then this one, I don't remember where this one came from, but this one is way thicker than those. Hear it, it's thicker, and this one brought a whole bunch. But I also ordered things from Walmart, and so I'm not sure which one this came from, but look at this one. Look at all of this. It's so much. And this one is a little bit thicker. That's great. So save all your paper, save all your packaging, because you can definitely use it for your projects. And then I have this here, which I mentioned this before. These are what's left over from your gift wrapping paper. And this one is mainly from my Christmas paper. So this is what's in the middle, rolled up this way like this, the roll. I just flatten it. And this is really good to save. It's really thick. And it brings a lot. Because what I do is I normally just remove the wrapping paper from the roll to make space. And then I take that paper, I flatten it, because I have like a specific bag where I keep my Christmas stuff. And then I figured, oh, let me see if this is good. And I started doing that, and I flattened these two, and I started using them. And these are much more sturdier. And so I got a few of them that I saved. And they're different textures, different colors. This one's a bit more thicker than these. Then you have like this too. Look at this one. It's even more thicker. Look at that. You can get you can do tags and stuff for this one here. See, and it may not be super like that thick, because they just use a little bit of it just to hold the paper. But look at that. It's really nice. I like that one. It has a nice color to it too. And then there's this one here. This one kind of has like a shine. Very thick as well. But very good to use for your crafts. So, just wanted to show you that. Also, I have these from Amazon, which I'm sure we all received. The papers come in the bags, which are so good for your crafts and for journals. These are like the best. They're so sturdy. You hear that? And I just open them. I take them, I cut them open, and I just open them. I have a plan for these right here. These are really good for journals and tags and all that stuff for your projects. Even with the print, I don't care. But of course that gets covered. So these are all paper bags, orders that came, and I just open all of them, and I just have them like that. So don't get rid of these. These are really good, sturdy cardboard papers. And I cut some down here to play around with them. And they're perfect for tags. Really, really good. See, they're sturdy. These are perfect. So, look. I was just playing around with them and see. So I did create a few things with these. And I'm just going to bring that to you. And I do plan to make a journal out of just brown paper, whether it's paper bag or packaging. I do want to do that. So if you're interested and you want to see the process, let me know. Put it in the description box. Send me a comment. Let me know, and I will record it. So let me show you what I did for my journal out of the paper bag, out of the brown paper. So this is what I did here, and so this is with the thinner one. The first one I showed, okay, this right here. This one is very thin, but works the same. So I just created 3 little envelopes. I did sew around. I did ink it up, and then I just layered them one on top of the other like that, and just embellished it a little bit with these beautiful butterflies. I added a little bit of trim and things like that to it, and so this is what I created. It's so pretty, and I love the rustic of it, the look. Of course, you can definitely embellish it more if you think it's a little plain. I did do a little bit of sewing on the flap here. I did a little bit of sewing in this flap here just to give it some interest. So they're all like that. It looks so cute, so pretty. So I wanted to show you how I do that for my journals. So here I have papers that are already cut out. And what I did with this one that I didn't do with this one was I got ahead of myself and I sewed around. I don't know if you can see it. Instead of doing it after with this one, what I did was I had already created the pocket. I didn't glue it yet, so I just sewed here and just sewed there. And then I glued it. But still looks really pretty. It's just I didn't think about it at the time when I was making it. But for this one, I decided just to do the sewing first. And then you'll see the sewing throughout the envelope. So here I started one already. And look how pretty that looks. I don't know if you can see the sewing. So here I used like a coral pinkish color to go with, because I want to do butterflies again, just to show you just to show you this one again, but I also wanted to show you something with the butterflies that I kind of discovered you can also do. So this is one here. So what I do, okay, so what I do to try to make them as even. This one wasn't totally even. I mean, they're not super perfect, but they should be the same size. They should align somewhat even. They don't definitely have to be perfect, but they should align. So the way that I figured I could do that is by taking the paper and kind of like putting this one over it and taking the measurements from the first one. Also, this is a 6x6 paper, so if you have 6x6 little pads in your stash, definitely use them. I already made a few of them with different papers, and they just come out so pretty. No matter what paper you use, they come out really pretty. So definitely use your 6x6 paper pads. And so, okay, so what I did was I actually did the markings on it already. So I just align it like this, just to get it somewhat to be similar in size, being that you're going to align them or just put them one on top of the other, and you want them to kind of be the same. I think I did that one wrong. Let me just see, because I'm doing it now and it's giving me a whole different yeah, that's very weird. Okay, maybe I did it wrong. All right. Let me just do that again. So you're going to align it with the top. And make a little line there. That way I know where to fold. And the same thing with the bottom. Okay, so you have your line. So I'm going to fold it out. Same thing with this one here. Okay. Just make sure it's straight. For some reason, when I look at these, I don't feel like they look straight, but they probably do. It's just me. And then the line there. I'm gonna fold it up. And then you have your pocket. Now I'll just try to see if they are similar in size, which they are. But here, for some reason, I think I folded it wrong. Okay. Yeah, so this is definitely not a perfect project, but as long as it looks from the eye view almost there, it should be fine. Okay, so we have our two little pockets. Okay, and then I'm going to do this one again. We're going to just line it up. Line it up. I mean, if you have a better way of doing it, go for it. This is the way that I feel works for me, so that I can get close to the same. So this one is good. So I have the lines right there already. And I have the line on this one as well. Okay. And then I'm going to pick it up and that's it. Okay, so there we have our 3 pockets. And you see this one, for some reason I always fold these, even though I have the line there, I fold it crooked. I'm horrible at that. Okay, so let me just see. It needs to be somewhat close to, okay, that's better. All right, so here we have our 3 little envelopes. Now, this way. I did the sewing for these 2 in like a bluish kind of greenish color. And then this one is the coral. This one's gonna go in the middle. But first, before that, you do have to cut out these corners. So we're gonna do that real quick. You're gonna cut the little triangles on these. You know what, let me get my other scissor, which is much better for this. So here you have the shape of your envelope. Once you cut the little triangles out, and it goes folds very smoothly after that. Okay, so you do that, and you have your 3 envelopes. So now we're going to just over here at this point, you can definitely do your inking or your distressing. I'm just gonna do it real quick. Okay, so these are inked up. Nothing special, just I think I forgot this pocket. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so now we're going to just glue these down. And I just add a teeny bit here. And then I add the rest here. And I don't go all the way up because that part there goes into the back part and it's gonna glue the envelope shut. So just go halfway. Okay, that's one. So now you have your second one here. Okay, that's 2. And you're gonna repeat. Okay, so there you go. You have your deep envelopes. Okay, so here you can start gluing them together. So this one was the middle one. You see, and they should be somewhat, like I said, not perfect, but they should definitely align with that one. So they should be more or less the same size. So just do whatever you need to do. You don't have to do it the way that I showed you, but try to make it all the same size. So just a little blue glue there, and just repeat. And that is pretty much it, guys. Just make sure it's even. I just messed up a little bit. Somewhat. Okay. I don't know why it looks crooked to me. All right. Okay, so there you go. You have your 3 envelopes. And then now you can start your embellishments. So for this one, I wanted to do something similar like this one here. Something similar to the first one I showed. And I did take out a few things here just to make it really quick. I'm going to use my stapler. I need to get a new stapler. That stapler is prehistoric. So I'm going to use just cotton fabric to make the bows. Here is some canvas just to add some layer to it. Let's see. I don't know if I wanted to get like I wanted to add like some frames to it, but I don't know how this is gonna look. So let me just cut this one out. I get ideas, and then I don't know if, you know, they're good ones because I don't know if it's gonna work. Okay. Okay. So here I have my my butterflies that I already put together. You just take this down here. Okay, so here I have, and this is the die cut that I used. I found this on Temu, and this is the one that you have like layers that you can you have to build your butterfly. That's a really pretty, very pretty dice set. So this is what it looks like. Look how pretty that is. And you can definitely change the colors to it, cut different color papers and just change it up. So this one I did like a kind of like a really pretty green paper, and then I did the black. That's cute there. And then I have this one here, which is the opposite of that one. Kind of similar, but different. And then I changed it up with this one here. And that one has like floral, very pretty. And then I have some extras here. Then I have this one here, but I'm thinking about using these 3 here for this, these pockets here. So I'm going to be using those. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to use a little bit of this canvas here to layer. But I did want to use like a little something to with the canvas, just to kind of layer it together. And then I don't know if I'm going to use this. Let me see. Maybe do something like that, or I'm not sure if I want to like maybe put the frame on top. Let me see. Kind of like do that. Yeah, like that. Okay. So let me just. So I want to put this as kind of like a. Let's see if I do it this way, like a little bow. I'm just going to add it to this here. And I'm not going to glue anything because I feel like it's just going to take it's going to like take time to dry. So let me see. Okay, we'll do that. So I'm just going to staple with my dinosaur stapler. And we're going to add that there. And then we'll add the frame. So let's add this first. And of course you can embellish it how you like. Use different paper. Okay, so we're going to just add the frame. I'm just going to tilt it. I don't want it to be super perfect. I'm just going to tilt it. And then for this one, we're going to add one of these. Like this. Oh, that's so pretty. We're going to add the butterfly there. Let's add a little bit in the right there. Okay, so that's one. Okay, and now we're going to do the middle one, which is going to be this one, the pink one. Okay, so we're just going to repeat that. Take your fabric or whatever you're going to use. I'm going to use this one here. Just dress it a little bit. I love using canvas, so I found this piece of canvas a long time ago in a craft store, and they had it like in a dollar section, and it was such a big piece. And the reason why they were selling it, I guess, so cheap was because one side of it had like markings on it, but the other side was nice and, you know, you could use it. And I figured, you know what, the marker, I could just use the part that doesn't have the marker, right? And it wasn't like complete with marker, so I just took it. It was a huge piece. This was like years ago, and this is where I'm still getting little pieces out of. Okay, so we have the canvas, that, and I'm thinking about going back to that craft store. It's been such a long time since I've been there, and it's more like a mom and pop craft store. It's not like a, you know, like one of those chain stores, like Joanna or Hobby Lobby. But they sell a lot of nice stuff in there. So I'm going to just staple this here. I did with the first one. And I also distress my staples. Before I put them into my staple, I ink them up and I make them kind of like brownish. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there, and then we'll add our frame, and then we will add our butterfly. Okay, so that's that. let's do this one. I'm gonna do it this way, like this. And these little frames, I found them here in this packet that I bought from Temu. I showed this in my Temu haul, the last one I did. And it has like a lot of really cute ephemera in there. And it has flowers and frames and bowls and keys, a lot of really cute ones. And so I found these frames there. So I'm gonna put it just like that. And I love working with frames. I think they're so creative. You can get so creative with them. So I'm gonna do this one facing the other way. Okay. Make sure you don't do your flap, because that's exactly what I almost did. Okay. So there is your second one. Okay, and now we'll do the last one. Repeat. Okay, let me get another piece of, maybe I have to change it up a little bit. These are just little pieces that I saved that have like handwriting and things like that. Let's see if we have to just use this. Crank it up a little bit. Okay. And I'm using my bow. This is my cotton fabric. And I'm just gonna attach it. Okay, staple it. And that's gonna go there. And we'll put our frame. So I'm gonna put it like that. And a butterfly. Let's just get rid of these little pieces here. Okay, so there we go, guys. So here we have our little 3 pockets with our butterflies in the front. You can definitely embellish it more. I want to keep it like this for now. I love the brown. I'm going to show you some other ones that I did that went out with the brown paper, but just wanted to show you, start with the brown, because I am doing some other projects with the brown paper. I want to use it a little bit more and play around with it and just create other things with the brown paper, because there's so much you can do with it. So I wanted to start this video with the brown to show you that you don't need to purchase any paper. You can do that with your brown paper, with your, even with your copy paper you can do it. So yeah, so pretty, right? You can actually put a sentiment as well if you wanted to. Okay, so this one is going to go into one of my journals, but I just want to show you. And I'm going to do one on this video because at first I don't want this video to be super long, and I always say that and it always goes more than what I want it to. But I also want to show you the ones that I created already, because I did create some more behind the scenes, and I'll be using one of those for my other journal. So this is the one that we just created. This is the one that I created at first. This one's a little bigger, looks like. And then I have this one here with the musical paper, and I used other butterflies that I cut out. And so this one here, I added, of course, the canvas. I added some tissue paper. I added a little bit of fabric on this one in the bottom, and that's it. So you can add whatever you want to it. So this one's just musical paper, which I love. I did embellish, inked it a little bit, so you can do something like that if you want. Then I have, which is the other one? I have this one here, which I was just playing around with it. I was actually practicing. This one came out a little crooked because I was actually like practicing the envelopes, and I just used scrapbooking paper, the 12 by 12. And so I just decided to finish it. So this one I decided to put hearts in there, and I thought it was so cute. It's really cute, like for Valentine's or love journal. But as you see in the back, it's a little crooked there. You see that? But definitely, you can definitely use your 12 by 12 scrapbooking paper. It's really good to do these with. So here I added some hearts, and then I did already fill it. So I have these little luggages that I've created a while ago, and I just put them in there. A die cut. I thought they fit in perfectly. So here's another one. I'm just going to look at that one. That was so pretty. I could add some sentiment or something to the back, put it in there. So that's another one. You can definitely change the themes. And then I decided to do one with a flower pattern, and I added the pink hearts instead of the red. Pretty much the same, but this one I did add sentiment as well as this one. So this one says, always and forever, my love for you is endless, I appreciate you deeply. And then this one, I just added some more sentiments. The love we share is a blessing, your heart is my home, you are my forever, my always. So this one's cute, like for love and Valentine's and things like that. That's what it looks like in the back. This one came out a little crooked too, so that's what it looks like. I don't know if you can see this light. Let me see. Put it different there. And there's the hearts. Super cute. What else do I have? And then this one here, I created. You can also create the two pocket. So I realized that I don't know which one it was that I tried putting into my journal. I think it was this one, because my journals are like slim and tall. They're slim and tall. The tall, this height is fine, but I do have to find a page for one of my journals to fit any of these because they're too wide. So I may have to just redo one and do like a two envelope. And so you can do them 2 envelopes too, and it looks really pretty. This one is the colors that it is because I'm working on another journal that is a collab that I'm in, and so this is gonna go in that journal. And the colors are these colors because I will show you later on why. But for that journal, I know for a fact that the 3 is not gonna fit, so I decided to do a 2 and just put it in there, and then just add to the inside what I want to add. So I just did like the faux, just with acrylic marker. I just did it like it was sewed. I don't know if you can see that. And just added the flowers. Very simple, very cute. But yeah, I'll show you that project when it's time to show you. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to come on and share that with you. But the thing that I wanted to show you with the butterflies. So, which is the one? Okay, this one. Let me just leave that one in the front. These butterfly here, if you have a set of die cuts like this that is buildable, you can definitely make different butterflies out of this. So as I was playing around with them, I kind of discovered that you can definitely create other butterflies which are not like that. Those are gorgeous and I love them, but playing around I figured, oh, I don't have to like layer it up. If I don't want to, I can create different butterflies. So this is what I found that you can do. With that if you have like a buildable butterfly die cut. I'm just taking them out of my little where I keep my die cuts. So here you can create something like this, right? Let me just get a white paper so you can see it. So in other words, you don't have to use the whole butterfly or every single part of the butterfly. If you want to do something like very simple, you can. So these are the ones that I came up with, and I think they're so cute as well. Look at those. So you can do butterflies like that, right? From the top part, this part, just the top part. This one I just added like the little dots on it with acrylic marker, and I added like the rim on the side there. You can get creative with them. That's the larger one. And then let me just put that, because butterflies are all different. Not every single butterfly is shaped the same, right? So I thought that was cute. And then you have the little ones. Look how adorable these little ones look. Oh my goodness, I love them. You have your whole butterflies, but then you have the little butterflies. So look how cute they look. Like if you want something just very dainty and you can definitely do butterflies like that. These are the ones completed, and then these are the ones with just that one part, and that's adorable. Those are so cute. Then there's another part that you can actually make them look like they're moths, and I thought those were so adorable as well. And I played around with those too, and I did like some dots on them and got a little bit creative. And I think these are so pretty, like if you want to make moths, right? I feel like they look like moths. I don't know. So these are the ones there. So these are the ones with the bottom part of the butterfly. Isn't that adorable? Look how stinking cute these are. So I feel like they look more like moths. You tell me in the comments down below if they look like moths, but they're adorable. And I love using moths too. So those are the butterflies and moths you can do. That kit, I mean this one here, I don't know the name of it. But if you want this one, it is AS-1281. Again, AS-1281. I'll put it in the screen. I don't know if it's 8-1 or 6-1. I think it's 8-1. So I'll put it in the screen so you could look for it if you want to on Temu. Yes, so that is what I wanted to show you guys in regards to that. So I'm going to put those away in a little bit. I did create some cards, or I want to call them like little art cards. Not really ATCs because I'm not going to gift them. So I feel like they're little art cards. So this is my art in a very small format. So I thought I wanted to create some cards for the pockets of these, and I wanted them to fit. So this morning I just got up to play and I started playing with the paints and things like that. So let me see if they fit in here. I hope they do. I do have the smaller ones. You see this got stuff. And this paper, if it gets stuck because it's so thin, it can break. Definitely can break. Alright, got it. Yeah, so they fit. Okay, so these are So I just got up this morning and just was playing around with paint and did some mixed media. I played with a little bit of tape. I played with scrapbooking paper and scraps and stuff like that. Collaged a little bit. And I created a whole bunch of these. And so these are going to go in the pockets of these. And I'm going to just, I don't know, I feel like these are really nice for, like if you want to gift a friend, a crafty friend, or someone something really pretty, you can use these and fill the pockets up. I think that's really pretty. What you can do is if you use like paper like this, flimsy paper, you can add like a backing that's more sturdier, and it could be like a card. And then in the back you can, so in other words, you can do something like this. I think that's so pretty. You can add your paper, you fold it of course, right? And you're going to put it this way, and this part here is your card. You can write your sentiment in the inside. Of course, you're going to cut it down to size and make it even with the, and then you can have, and then they have another pretty side, which they have this right here, and it's surprises inside for them. Isn't that pretty? I think that's a really good idea as a card, and it'll make it sturdier. I think that's so pretty. Anyway, okay, so that's just an idea. So here are the ones that I created. So these photos that I'm using, or these images that I'm using, are coming from my friend's digital kit, Dalia. She recently released a digital kit. Oh my god, I forget what the name is. Jeez, I should have been prepared for that. Give me 1 second. Okay, my friends, so I have the name is Vintage Photos, and they're really pretty vintage images that you can use for all of your crafts and things like that. I thought they were so pretty, so I just printed them out. I made them small. I actually printed them out on handmade paper to give it like more interest, and so this is what one of her images look like. So it does look like that yellowish because I printed it on handmade paper, and but it also is very vintage and rustic, and so that's why it looks like that, which I love. So that's one of them. So I'll link her description, her channel, and her Kofi shop down below. So if you're interested, you can go to her shop and get yourself some of these prints. So these are the vintage photos. She also released 2 other kits that day as well, but I'm gonna link that video down below where she showed her kits, and also her Kofi shop, so if you're interested. So what I did was I shrank them down and I just added them to my cards. So here's another one, adorable. Here's another one. I'm just going to show you them really quick so you can see. This one I had them even smaller, and I just added 2 photos there. So I was just playing around. I added some die cuts as well. Here's another one. I added some of my stickers and ephemera pieces that I have. Here's another one. I just had a lot of fun creating these this morning. I was playing around. Those images are beautiful though. Look at this one, that man. Here I have some more. I did some with black paper. And this one. And then I added some other photos. These I purchased in Temu, so I added that one to that one just to change it up a little bit. Then I have this one here. Here's another one of hers. Super cute. Here's another one. And then here's another one. Cute little girl. And then I do have some more that I have not finished. These here, They are ready just to add like an image on them. So I still have a few more. But I think I'm just gonna make a lot more of these and just have them there. You know, different sizes, different, could do journaling cards and like things like that. So yeah. So these are the ones that I created for here. So let me see what I'm gonna put in here. I can add one of these. This one. Let's see. Let's make these match. So I got a okay, let's put this one in here. And let's put, I'm gonna put the similar ones, similar style. This one in here, that way they kind of, and there you go. Oh, this one is, no, I don't want this one here. Okay, let's get another one. Let's see. Oh, this one, the little girl. Yeah. And then this one I said, this one has like the little luggages in there. And I can definitely put these like this in here because they kind of go with the musical paper, like the vintage style, right? So we'll put up this one glued in. Okay. That one there. This one there. Look how pretty that is. And this one here. And then for this one, I'll do the same. Let's see, let me get 3. I love that one with the man. This one is a couple. Let's see. I'm gonna do that one. And this one. And there you go. So, and then I have these here. So maybe here I can put the couples. One couple there. Let's see. Another couple here. These is perfect. So we have him by himself and then with his wife or his girlfriend, whatever that is, right? And then we have here him and his love interest. And then we have another couple up there. Perfect. So there you go. They're all filled, ready to be put into a journal. And definitely you can change the top. You don't have to put butterflies or hearts. You can put flowers. What else can you put? Any other ephemera that you want. Yes, my friends, so that is what I wanted to share with you guys. I'm not going to put it into the journal because I don't think you guys want to see me do that. So let me see. And I do have to look for a place to, so I think I did tag this one for, I think I wanted to do the heart one because I like the background of it and I think the red goes with it. What do you think? So maybe I'll just put this one here on camera. So because I think the red kind of like looks good with it, so we'll do that. We'll put this one here, okay, and this one has the luggages inside. Maybe I'll switch that. So I'm just gonna do it really quick. So at least you guys can see the finishing the finished project in the journal. But for my other journal, it's a little bit slimmer than this one, I guess, and so I have to figure out what I'm going to do for that one when it comes to this project. Maybe I'll just do, or maybe I can make them a little bit smaller. I can do that too. Maybe I'll make it just a little bit more narrow and then make some new cards to fit in it. I think that's probably what I'll do, because I do want, every time I do something for this journal, I want to be able to do it for the other journal in a different style. So that's fine, because I have fun making these. So making a slimmer one will just like bring me more ideas, you know. So look at that. Isn't that pretty? That looks so pretty in the journal. So very pretty. I mean, and you can add a little bit of double-sided tape then just to keep it, but I don't think I need to do that, because the longer this stays closed, right, it's gonna just keep it there flat. Yeah, so this is getting pretty thick with everything that I put in it. I'm having a lot of fun with this journal. So yes, that is the finished project. I hope you guys enjoyed. Any comments, please put it down below. For any new subscribers, I appreciate you guys joining my channel. Please, any feedback, I would love to hear from you guys. Yes, my friends, so I am planning, like I said, to do a brown paper journal. I do have a journal that I'm working on. I'm 95% done with that journal. That's for a collab. So I do want to finish that first, because it has to go out soon. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to be focused on what I want to do with this brown paper. There's a few things that I want to do with it. So creating a brown paper journal is one of them. So if you're interested in seeing that, the process and how I'm going to do mine, just put it in the comments down below and I'll record it and show it. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate all your time. Let me know what you think of the project, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.